Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day as always. When you leave a like, when you leave a comment, or when you subscribe, it does help out the channel. Very big thank you to everyone who has been a supporter of my art. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Zap creator Jack Mallers has announced that his Lightning Network wallet, Strike, has teamed up with Shopify, the news that we had before. They also partnered with NCR and the Black Hawk Network, bringing Bitcoin to its fundamentals. Wow! Bitcoin's Lightning Network may now be used to handle payments on Shopify-based websites, according to Mallers. The alliance is now operational and a significant step towards Bitcoin use. Some of the largest merchants, such as McDonald's, Walmart, Home Depot, and Best Buy, were on the slide during the presentation as well. On their websites, Blackhawk and NCR also claim to provide services to Starbucks, Chipotle, El Corte Inglés, Lowe's, Staples, Woolworths, and a wide range of other stores. This is the 2.0 of the news that we had just a couple of days ago, where we heard during the mega crazy insane in the membrane 2022 Bitcoin conference that the people from Strike had partnered with Shopify to be able to not only accept Bitcoin, but also accept Bitcoin through the Lightning Network. I feel like this should have been bigger news than it actually was, especially if McDonald's and Walmart and Lowe's and Chipotle and Starbucks are all going to be accepting Bitcoin as well. I made sure to look around because I was like, that seems a little bit too good to be true. Lo and behold, it actually is. So yeah, a number of they're not even, can you still consider them merchants at that point? I don't think McDonald's or Starbucks or Chipotle are actual merchants anymore. I think they're just like gigantic entities in the space. Yes, we'll also be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. No date and or time frame as to when this is going to roll out. I assume, once again, if you've been paying attention to the time frame, I'm assuming sometime June or July. That's the time frame that we've been getting for everything as far as launches, updates, upgrades, integrations, hard forkinations, and all these other kind of things like that. So yeah, once again, just going to throw this out there. Bitcoin seems a little bit undervalued, just a little bit. But alas, I think eventually we will get there because, you can't keep having good news over and over and then the price just kind of slumps sideways. So that's the McDonald's, Starbucks, Chipotle, Walmart, and I'm sure 19 other stores are allegedly going to be accepting Bitcoin through the Lightning Network now. So, you can literally now buy a cup of coffee with it. Yeah. Let's move on. Next up, popular Bitcoin ATM operator Bitcoin of America has added support for the meme-inspired cryptocurrency called Shiba Inu on over 1,800 machines spread across 31 U.S. states. The move allows users to buy and sell Shiba at its locations. According to information from Bitcoin of America, SHIB is now available at its Bitcoin ATMs, which also support other leading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Here's the tweet for it right here. They also, I think a week ago, somewhere around that time frame, they also recently added Dogecoin. So I assume Shiba Inu was the next logical step. Also really funny that it's called a Bitcoin ATM and it has altcoins on it. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, really weird times to be in the cryptocurrency space because Shiba Inu and Dogecoin were, I think, never meant to actually be taken seriously. And here we are. They've been added to, I think, every single exchange, every single platform. I think the really weird part for me is going to be when we hear places like Grayscale and other really big funds announcing that they're purchasing like $35 million worth of these coins or have them on their balance sheet. I feel like it's coming, but, who knows for certain. So that's the Bitcoin of America has added Shiba Inu to it. That'd be really weird if every single ATM just had like a gigantic Shiba Inu face. That'd be a little weirded out. Adding Shiba Inu to their platform news. Or, she's Shiba Inu. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. And let's move on. Next up, the Cardano Foundation. It says furthers its assistance with blockchain education and research about consensus mechanisms. That's a weird sentence. The Cardano Foundation, a nonprofit overseeing Cardano's development, has announced a 3-year collaboration with the University of Zurich to bolster academic blockchain research and education. The organization's research topics will include consensus protocol efficiency and Ouroboros attack vectors, among other things. Ouroboros is the name of Cardano's consensus mechanism, which Cardano calls the first provably secure proof-of-stake protocol. Proof-of-stake is a consensus mechanism that requires users to stake their coins to show their proof of stake on the network. Cardano representatives have frequently marketed this mechanism as making it superior to proof of work, such as with Bitcoin. Proof of work requires users to spend energy rather than cryptocurrencies to produce a block, raising environmental concerns among politicians and media alike. Doesn't say explicitly what's going to be studied. It says about adoption and I guess educational work so more people can learn about cryptocurrencies. It is kind of smart to make sure that you partner with the university. So a lot of universities have been, what do you call it? Offering blockchain classes as of recently. And if you make sure that you are the blockchain being spoken about, well, then you get a lot more people who understand your network and who want to start working and building stuff on top of the platform that you have. So yeah, cool. Not the most exciting news in the entire world, but good job, Cardano. Can you name like 5 other coins who are doing this? It's kind of unorthodox. You don't really see or hear news about this that often, but at least they're adoptioning themselves. At least they're getting adoption. I don't know. Good job, Cardano. Alrighty. Let's move on. Next up in sure, why not news. Major Hamad Khatir, director of the UAE's Ministry of Interior's International Operations Department, some of these titles are just so ridiculous, said during the Security Alliance virtual exercise, or ISALEX 2.0, that members of the law enforcement should be present in the virtual world. I promise you it's only going to get weirder. Following the success of ISALEX 2.0, the first of its kind security training exercise in the Metaverse, you didn't mishear that. The first of its kind security training exercise in the Metaverse, Major Khatir said that law enforcement needs to be involved in the Metaverse more. He said, law enforcement will need to be, and they have to be in the Metaverse. In the future, there will be a lot of things on the Metaverse, and law enforcement will need to be ready for those challenges. This is related to today's trend where threat actors, continue to be sophisticated with their operations, especially in cyber and virtual space. The UAE official also stressed that the nation is equipped with advanced technologies to combat these threats, saying that they are a step ahead of the criminals. Now I'm not joking here. I think I watch way too many movies. If you can explain this to me, I'd be literally eternally grateful. When I hear someone say that there was a training exercise in the Metaverse, I'm envisioning people putting on Oculuses and walking around in the Metaverse kind of policing people. Am I not on the right course? Am I missing something as far as what's going on? Like, I understand the idea of cybersecurity or what these platforms might bring, but hear me out here. Now, this is a really big one. If there is a metaverse from, let's say, Facebook, and let's say Apple and Amazon has theirs and Nike has one and Adidas has one. Wonderful. Cool. I assume as major companies, they're going to be already hyper regulated. Still with me? Cool. Because they're mega companies and you can't just have things willy-nilly. They're going to be as family friendly as possible and extremely boring, and only old people are going to be using them. Still with me? Cool. Now on the other side of the coin, you have the actual decentralized ones like Decentraland and Sandbox, as decentralized as they could possibly be. And then other new ones are going to sprout about, and they're going to be hyper decentralized. I mean, where no one has any say in anything, and it's kind of a complete free for all. And I think these are the ones that are going to really take off, because humans will be allowed to be human, more human than they currently are, but in the metaverse where you can literally do whatever you want. Still with me? Cool. How do you plan on policing that or law enforcing that with avatars in a place you cannot control? See what I mean? Because one side, the Facebook, the Adidas, the Apple metaverse, I don't think they're going to need any type of enforcement, because they will already be enforcing themselves based on laws from the regulators. And then the other side, where no one controls it, this is what I was asking. What would you do to try and stop things on there? Like, I assume there will be adult things happening on these platforms. Do you take your avatar and walk up to someone and tell them to... I'm not making a joke. Like, this is why I said it. Maybe I watch too many TV shows and too many movies, because I can't figure out in any other way how you would do this. Like, it's the same exact way where people are trying to control Bitcoin or other like decentralized platforms. Like, you can wag your finger at it, but Bitcoin's not going to be like, oh no, I need to stop moving because government don't like what I'm doing right now. So what exactly is a security training exercise in the metaverse? Like, and what is it? I picture these people like literally just as avatars walking around telling people what to do and what not to do. I can't figure it out. So anyway, that's the UAE is planning on law enforcement in the metaverse. I really feel like I'm missing it, like like those really big puzzles. Imagine like the size of a table, and there's only like 4 pieces. I feel like I'm missing all 4 pieces because I just can't figure out why there would even be a need for this. Like, I understand or get the idea of governments wanting to control websites. I'm not for it, but I understand what they mean, and cyber and virtual things. But you can't control decentralized metaverses, and you won't be able to control the one from Facebook because you're not on their board. Anyway, that's the confusing news of the day. I tried to get it, and I really couldn't. All right. Let's move on. And to finish things off, the Tennessee Titans announced that they are now the first NFL team accepting Bitcoin for key investments through a third-party conversion service. The establishment of this partnership allows fans to offer Bitcoin in payment for season tickets, suites, PSLs. I don't know what it is. Does the Tennessee Titans have pumpkin spice lattes? I don't know what a PSL is in sports talk. And sponsorship opportunities with the Titans and Nissan Stadium events. Season tickets, suites, pumpkin spice lattes, and sponsorship opportunities will be available for fans to purchase with Bitcoin. Initially, the Titans will only allow Bitcoin for larger purchases and recurring payments, but the team hopes to open up the initiative to allow the purchase of single tickets, merchandise, and at-game food and beverage sales. I feel like that's the one that's going to bring in the most amount of money if people can simply do the smaller purchases. So cool. Yeah. Wonderful. I don't remember. There's been like 14 so far. Is the Tennessee? No, it doesn't sound familiar. I don't think that this is one of the teams that's already being paid in Bitcoin. But I assume somebody on the team is about to be, because that's the way that this has been working out for the last couple of years, For those of you who haven't been here, there's always been a situation where one team member on one type of sport announces that they want to be paid in Bitcoin. I think the first one was they wanted a quarter of their money in Bitcoin. Another one said half of it. The third one said they want full Bitcoin. And now it's kind of spreading like crypto wildfire because, you know, if they're getting paid in Bitcoin, I want to get paid in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's at 50,000, it could possibly go to $500,000. Well, gosh darn it, I also want to be paid completely in Bitcoin as well. Anyway, so cool, yeah. Accepting Bitcoin for lattes, yeah. Alrighty. Let's move on. Yeah. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. Look at this line. That you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See